Good evening, everyone. My name is Glowstick. I am a commentator for tonight. You can call me Glowstick, or you could call me Jack. I don't really mind. But welcome to Rising Phoenix Racing League. As I said, I'm a commentator for tonight, Glowstick, and we are at Catalonia, Spain, for round. I forgot to put the round. But that's alright. I usually forget. I think. Anyway, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot to put the round name in there for God's sake. But that's fine. I am gonna give you some some track facts around Spain. Um, which is Catalonia. Catalonia. How do you spell Catalonia? Not like that. Catalonia circuit. Here we go. It is pretty good. It's quite, as I've put in the title as a joke. Remove the S and you get pain. But anyway, it has got 16 turns, and maybe it could be 14 turns, because apparently they're going to remove the chicane in the final sector, which is a pain, which could be good, maybe, but it is, of course, in Catalonia. It's got a capacity of 140,000 people. It broke ground on 24th of February in 1989, which is 3 years ago, and it opened on the 10th of September in 1991, 31 years ago. It's got a length of 4.6 kilometers or 2.9 miles, 16 turns. Race lap record is a 1:18.1 set by Verstappen in 2021. I think Verstappen won it this year. I can't really remember. My memory is bad. If none of you know, there is. I think the Alpine is out first. That is JD. Of course, in the Alpine. And I will tell you the results. Not the results. The driver standings and the constructors. So, after round 7, you have Swiatek in the lead with 172 points. Swordman in second with 161. Krail in third with 161 also. Valsa in fourth with 137. Dan in fifth with 114 points. JD, who I am on board with now, has got 106 points. Bazooka Joe has got 102 points in 7th. 8th is Tony in 8th with 84 points. Carryman in 9th with 69 points. Nice. Skeef in 10th with 57. Casper in 11th with 57 also. Hedgehog in 12th with 52. Benja in 13th with 50. Dougie in 14th with 40. Leo in 15th with 26. Georgie in 16th with 22. Swanee 2K, who is now reserve, unfortunately, in 17th with 20 points. Izzy in 18th with 18. Maestro in 19th with 17. Jaden in 20th with 16 points. Dean in 21st with 12. Ivo in 22nd with 8. RK in 23rd with 5. And Lancer, Deadwood Bear, Panda, Stolen Milk, and I think that's Guise, all on 0 points. Swaytat currently in pole, who just set that time, is on a 1:18.1, which is really good. For the Red Bull driver, of course, current championship leader, 11 points ahead of Swordman. Be wanting a good result again. I'll run you through the constructors, as I've just noticed Georgie has been disqualified. That's interesting. That's weird. That's suspicious. I don't know what happened to him, but commiserations, and I hope he doesn't get disqualified in the race. Just speaking about Swordman, he's currently in pole position by 6/10 with a 1:17.5. That is really quick. There was an Alfa Romeo off there. I think that was Ivo. Maybe. Or could have been Jaden. It was Jaden. I don't know who to go on board with. I'll just stick on board with Valsa while I'll run you through the grid, the constructors' orders. McLaren in first with 298 points. Red Bull in second with 242. Mercedes in third with 218. AlphaTauri in fourth with 208.5 points. I don't know how they got 0.5, but anyway. Alpine in fifth with 163. Yep. Ferrari in sixth with 159. Aston Martin in seventh with 74. Alfa Romeo in eighth with 63. Haas and Williams 9th and 10th, both with 51 points. And that's the grid order. Well, not grid order, sorry. The constructor standings and the championship standings. There we go. For Rising Phoenix League. Rising Phoenix Racing League. There we go. I don't know what's happening here, guys. We'll go on board with Dougie. I think he's just started a lap. Coming through turn 1 and turn 2. I think he lifted off a little bit through turn 3. Coming through turn 4 and 5, because I think these are separate corners. I'm not sure though. Coming through turn 6. It's quite a bendy track. It's quite a pain in the bum, in my opinion. But anyway, coming through turn 7 and turn 8. Now rounding turn 9, where we get onto a DRS straight. On the DRS. It's a 52.8 in the second sector for Dougie. Coming through turn 12. Turn 13. This is the chicane I was talking about earlier in the stream. Turn 13. 14, 15, sorry. And then come through the final corner, turn 16. Up to the line, what's it going to be for Dougie? It's going to be 14th at 19.9. Could maybe improve a little bit, but I'm not sure. And Butcher Rabbit, I forgot to say, welcome to the league, Butcher Rabbit and Stolen Milk. I don't know if they were racing last week, but I think I'll give them a little bit of a welcome to Rising Phoenix Racing League. I think they're just reserves at the moment, but still welcome to the league. And we hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, Butcher Rabbit getting disqualified. I don't know what happened to him. I don't think I've commentated on Ivo either yet, so welcome Ivo. We hope you enjoy your stay too. But yes, stolen milk. Maybe on a map, on a lap. If I can get my words out. I think Skeef is as well. I don't know who's furthest ahead. It could be Leo. He's currently in 6th. He's doing a pretty solid job. I think he's backing off this lap. Low. I think he's backed off. As there's a Ferrari behind him. I think that's Dougie who's going to come into the pits because he just finished his lap. We have Dan coming through turn 15 and now turn 16, the final corner. Opening up the DRS. What's it going to be for Dan? It's going to be 3rd. A 118.0, a very good lap as there is an Alfa Romeo spun. I think that was Jaden. Fortunately, he got not getting stuck and he spun again. And he's had to reset the track because I think he was stuck. This game is quite silly when it comes to that stuff. Someone just improved. I think that was Bazooka Joe. Up to 6th, doing a very good job in the AlphaTauri. Haas just came across the line. I think that was RK. But I think he's just started a lap. We have Casper who's just started his lap. Who could possibly be on the lap? I don't think Cowman is. With Tony being slow on the straight. Don't know what he's doing. But he sets a 24.3, maybe just getting out of people's way. And Ivo has invalidated on his lap. As we have Casper spun on turn, I think that's turn 5. I think he spun on turn 5. I forgot to mention Leo up to 4th. JD up to 3rd as well. Swordman's improved. 117.4. I think he went a 10th quicker that lap. Doing really good at the moment. Let's see. I think Hedge is on the lap. Traffic in his way. Just a little, but fortunately they got out of the way. I think that's Casper. Just sticking behind the Alfa Romeo of Ivo. Yep. But we'll stay on board with who was it with? Crap. Who was I just on board with? Oh god, oh crud. I think they've went into the pit lane anyway, or they might have spun. As we have a Jaden in the gravel. Getting out of the way of people, doing a very good job. That's Skeef. That's on an out lap at the moment. Let's see, I think it says Skeef is on the lap, but he's not. I think he's on an out lap. So the game's lying to me. There's 6 minutes left in quali. For 2/3 of the way done with the session. Big brain, big math. We'll watch Skeef on his lap coming through turn 1 and turn 2. Quite a tricky corner really. Now turn 3, the long right-hander. Coming up to turn 4. Another right-hander does a 22.2. Goes a 10th quicker, coming through turn 5. Or maybe turn 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming through turn 6 and 7. Now the right-hander of 8, which is quite a tricky corner. He lifts off. Coming down the straight. Does a 52.4, goes half a 10th quicker. Coming through turn 9 and turn 10. I think I missed a couple corners. I have, because this is turn 14. And Oh, he's almost spun. This is turn 14 and he's gone into neutral. He's coming into the pit lane, surely. Yes, he is. That was really unfortunate from the Alpine. He won't want to do that on his actual lap. Ivo, is he going to be on a lap? No. I think this is his in lap. Jaden having a crash. He's lost his front wing. It's there on the right side of your screen. He's lost his front wing. That's not going to help. That won't buff out. But anyway, really unfortunate for Jaden. I think Casper's on a lap. He's going to start his lap in a second. Getting it done and out of the way so he doesn't have to deal with traffic, hopefully. Coming down the long straight. Coming towards turn 1. Braking just before the 50. Turn 1, turn 2. Keeps it on the throttle. Turn 3. And now turn 4. Goes 5 times quicker, 22.2. Car said turn 5 now. Then turn 6. And turn 7. Coming around turn 8. Does he keep it flat? No, he has to lift off a little bit. There's a McLaren in his way. Hopefully he gets out of the way. Coming through turn 9. I've definitely missed a few corners. Turn 10. Ignore me, by the way, because I'm really bad with corners. 13. Now 14. 15. Coming around the final corner of turn 16. Opens up the DRS. What's it going to be for Casper? Up to the line, goes second. Really good lap. 1:17.9. Really quick time for the Mercedes driver. Is anyone close to on a lap? I think Vals has just started his. RK. I think he's hit the Alpine. I don't know who's up. I think the Alpine didn't get much out of the way there for the Haas driver, but I'm not 100% sure. Stolen Milk is on a time, maybe? Goes 8 times quicker, 51.6. That's really quick. Coming through turn 12. Now turn 13. And turn 14. Turn 15. Goes a little bit deep. He gets on the curb. You do not want to get on that curb at all. Coming through turn 16. Up to the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be an 18.8. He goes 13th. That would have been a really good time if he didn't get stuck on that curb. That was really unfortunate from the debutant. We'll see. Is Swordman on the lap? I'm pretty sure he is. Maybe not. I'm not sure though, actually. Casper's came into the pit. RK retired. Is retired from the session. Valsa, I think he's coming to finish his lap. Maybe made a couple mistakes as there's a Haas. I think that's RK, he's retired on track. I don't know if you're meant to do that, but anyway. Dougie, has he just started a lap? It's so confusing, man. Ivo, parked on the side. There's a Haas that spun as well. That is Benja. Benja has spun, I think that was on his lap. That's going to be the end of his quali. Really unfortunate from the Haas driver. We'll see. I think, is that, who's that coming behind him? I think that is Swatak. Championship leader, up to the line, what's it going to be? Improves to 6th. And who's that? That's just down. It's just improved, an 18.0. Swatak also set an 18.0. Swordman A 17.0. Wow, what a lap from the McLaren driver. Skeef up to 11th, sets of 14 and 18.4, sorry. Valsa, is he on a lap? No, he's coming into the pit lane. I think that's JD. Or no, it's Leo. Coming across the line, goes second at 17.8 for the Williams. JD has invalidated. That would have been a good time. We'll see what it's going to be anyway. Would have been a 17.8. That would have put him third. Cowman coming up to the line. Does improve, but stays 13th. Tony, is he on a lap? I think he is. But won't improve. Doesn't improve. We have Jaden, who goes 17th. We have Hedgehog, rounding out top 5 with an 18.0. It's a really close quality. The third, 4th to 8th, separated by a 10th. That is really close quality. How incredible. Swordman gets pole position in Spain. Leo in second. Casper third. Dan fourth. Hedgehog fifth. JD sixth. 7th Swatak. 8th Valsa. 9th Bazooka Joe. 10th Benja. 11th Skeef. RK 12th. Cowman 13th. Stolen Milk 14th. Dougie 15th. Ivo 16th. Jaden 17th. Tony 18th. Butcher 19th, and Georgie rounding out the top 20. It's a full grid as well, may I point out. That is incredible for this league. The strides we have made to get to this point. Really, really happy. With that, it's a full grid. And it is cloudy. I'm not sure if it's going to be raining, though, in the race. I guess we'll see what happens. But someone, I think, might have said it's going to be raining. I think it's raining. I think it's going to be raining in the race, but I'm not sure. As the predicted pit stop strategy being very helpful. Mediums to hards, or could be hards to mediums, or it could be a 2-stop. Depends how you're feeling. As we'll run through the tyre choices. Swordman, Leo, starting on mediums. Casper, interestingly, starting on the softs. Dan, starting on the mediums. Hards for Hedgehog. JD, starting on the mediums also. Swatak, starting on the hards. Valsa, Bazooka, Benja, Skeef, RK, Cowman, starting on the mediums. Stolen Milk, starting on the softs, hoping to... I guess some of these people in softs are wanting to get a good start. I'm not sure though. Dougie on the mediums. Ivo also on softs. Mediums for Jaden, Tony, and Butcher Rabbit on the hards, and Georgie is on the mediums. So interestingly, you got 4 people starting on hards, 3 people starting on mediums, and then the rest starting on mediums. Wait, no. Hards, 4 people got hards, 3 people have softs, and then 13 have mediums. Yes, I think I might have been right the first time, but I'm not 100% sure, so I just wanted to go through it again, just in case I was wrong the first time. But yes. Oh. As Leo and Casper have been disqualified. That's interesting. We have Swordman, Brandon out of the grid as the two Alpha teammates have collided, apparently. Both getting disqualified. I think that's the only way you can get disqualified is from either being too slow or just colliding with someone. But I'm not sure, as I want to get a good camera angle, but it's not letting me. Stolen Milk going a bit too far forward. There's a hash spinning there. Butcher Rabbit also getting disqualified. Will it give me a good camera angle? Hopefully. What's that camera angle? I guess we're going board with Swordman then. 5 lights out and away we go. I think Swordman gets the better start. Swaytak already making up positions. Hedgehog also making up a couple positions off the start. Dan not getting the best of starts. Swaytak and Hedgehog fighting into turn 1. Hedgehog trying to go around the outside and spins. Casper also spins. Casper and Hedgehog making contact. Lap 1. Turn 1. Carnage already. Butcher already up to 11th. JD overtaking Bazooka. Now the Haas trying to go down the inside of Bazooka. Will it happen? Will it work? RK goes down the inside. There's two going off at the side, at the back there. I think that's Butcher and Benja maybe. I'm not sure though. As he's kind of trying to reverse back out, and Ivo onto the grass. Now we see Casper trying to go around the outside of Stolen Milk. As who's that spun? That's Skeef. Skeef has spun. He's stuck. Skeef, the Alpine is stuck. He has to reset to track. What a hectic start to the Grand Prix. Swordman already got a 2-second gap to Leo. What a brilliant start from him. Now we see Stolen Milk trying to make a move on Casper. Of course, the debutant. And Ivo, I think, spun. No, that was Jaden. Jaden spinning. Really unfortunate from the Alfa Romeo. We'll look onto driver changes, or driving moves. Skeef spun again out of turn 15. Really unlucky. Look at driver changes or position swaps. Tony making the most. Up 7 positions. Dougie and RK also up 5. Stolen Milk and Casper fighting down the inside. Goes the Williams of the... Has he got the move? He's got the move. Really good move from Stolen Milk. But he goes a bit wide. Almost hits Casper. Casper now going to fight for a move down the inside. Has he got the move? No, he hasn't. Decides to back out of it. Hedgehog wants to get in a bit in this battle. We'll see if he does. Casper going a little bit wide. And that's Jaden again spun. Really not liking this track at the moment. Really do feel for him. Swordman leading by 2 seconds in lap 3. Really brilliant start from him. Leo says the fastest lap of the Grand Prix though. Now we see Valsa on the back of JD. Will he try and go for a move down the inside of turn 1? Decides to think better of it, but it gets really close on to braking. Cowman also getting close to Bazooka, the sister team. Emperor Hedgehog trying to go down the inside of Casper. Has he got the move? Yes, he has. And Leo spun. Has he got damage? Fortunately not, but it spins. That's really unlucky for the Williams. Such a brilliant start as well. Such a brilliant... Wow. Just start, I guess. Doing really well. and he's unfortunately spun, trying to see if he's got a little bit of damage. I don't think he has. He should be able to just continue. Ivo, I think, just made a move on Georgie there. We'll see what happens. Will he try and go for a move? Georgie gets really close on the braking, but Ivo gets the better exit. Coming through the right-hander. And that's Jaden spun again. He's really not having a good race. And that's Butcher Rabbit as well spinning. Georgie not close enough to make a move on Ivo. Let's go on board with who's close to making a move. We'll watch these three, RK, Valsa, and Bazooka Joe. Carman also trying to get involved in this battle, but it's not really close as Tony has gotten a move on Dougie. Down the inside, really nice move. Well, simple move really for Tony. Doing really good so far ever since he's joined back. Doing really, really well. And Ivo and Georgie's having a scrap again. Georgie going down the inside of Ivo for turn 1. Really nice. Well, I didn't see the move, but nicely done from Georgie. As now we see Ivo trying to go down the inside of Georgie. Has he got the move round the outside? Ivo trying to make a move. He has not got the move, and Jaden is about to get lapped by Swordman on lap 4. Jaden, I don't know what to say. He's got really unlucky. And Ivo and Georgie trying to go side by side through there. And Jaden has gotten a 10-second time penalty. That is a bit BS in my opinion. That shouldn't have happened unless he did track extend, but I don't think he did. I think he was just trying to get out of the way of people. But yeah, Jaden really not having a good race so far. And I do feel for him. And Benja just making the move on Dougie, simply done. Got a lot more speed than the Ferrari. Go on board with Ivo, trying to make a move on Georgie, not close enough. And Stolen Milk and Dougie trying to fight it out here. Stolen Milk, has he got the move? He has. He's done the same move as he did to Georgie a couple laps ago. And that's Ivo that's spun now. Skeef happily takes the position up to 17th. That is really, really unlucky for the Alfa Romeo, having a really nice battle with Georgie there. But yeah, stuff happens. And now we have JD on the back of Large Dan. Now I think that's Ivo spun again. Butchered could have a move done here in a second. And Jaden spun again. Really unlucky. As I said, he's having such an unlucky race. And now Ivo is spun again. Two Alphas really not having a good day. Just really unfortunate. I do feel for them both. But now Tony has made a move on Cowman. But we'll go back on board with JD. Still trying to think about a move on Dan. Won't be close enough unless he gets close enough through the other DRS stretch. Keith has just overtaken Georgie, and I've just noticed on the side pod, well, not on the side pod, sorry, on the Halo, it's just started to rain. I think Butchered Rabbit is going to come in for some enters here. Maybe an early pit stop for the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeo. We'll see in a second. Butchered Rabbit is on the inters. Will Jaden also come in on the inters? We'll see in a second, as it is raining. Not heavily, not enough for them intermediates to work, but it is raining. That's for them sure. Now we have Jaden coming into the pit lane, and he is on the intermediates, just as I predicted. I think we have Dan and JD fighting for position here. Dan has lost the position to JD. JD making the move, and now Hedgehog and Dougie are fighting, and Leo and Stolen Milk. Stolen Milk has came into the pit lane. He's coming in for the inters, doing an early stop here. Gonna lose a couple positions, but he should gain them back in a couple laps. Depends how hard it rains. Now let's see, Dan trying to make that position back on JD. JD just overtaking him on that previous lap, and now JD is in DRS range of Swaytac. Not going to be close enough to make a move, but let's see RK. Will he be close enough to make a move on Valsa? Round the outside, Valsa goes defensive to the inside. Let's watch RK. Will he be close enough to try and make a move? Maybe on the straight. We'll stick on board with him. Unless he's going to come in this lap, then I'm not sure. Nope, staying out. We'll see if he's close enough to make a move. I think he's got the straight line speed. And DRS is disabled. That's usually the call to come into the pit lane. And that's... Who's that? That's Cowman. Cowman in the wall just missed the pit lane entry. Has just missed the pit lane entry. Now he's going to have to go for a whole lap without that front wing. He's not going to like that at all. This track, as I said in the title, is S. Remove the S from Spain and you get pain. Remove the A from Spain and you get spin. But anyway, Dougie coming into the pit lane on the enters. Now we have Casper and Leo side by side through wherever this corner is. I forgot what the turn was. And of course, Cowman with that damage, going to be badly affected by the less downforce. As Cowman's gone wide, Leo goes down the inside. Nicely fought out there. And Casper and Cowman try to go down the inside. And he's spun, he's hit Leo. Has spun in his own, luckily not spun Leo, and Tony staying out. Swordman already came in onto the inters, and Tony is staying out. Valsa getting held up a little bit there, I think. I think he's been held up a little bit. And Casper, excuse me, Casper gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But that's really interesting. Stolen Milk up to 10th. Really smart strategy there. Deciding to stay out for an extra, or deciding to come in early. And that's Jaden hitting the pit lane entry wall. Really unfortunate there from the Alpha. And what really interested me is the fact that Tony has stayed out just for an extra lap. I don't know why he's done that. He should have came in with everyone else, and that's why he should have came in with everyone else. He's in the wall. He's going to have to reset to track. As he's done, Georgia gets a 3-second time penalty. Tony, really unlucky there. Thought he could stay out another lap. Spins out. Has to reset to track, unfortunately. And he's almost lost the rear again. Now that proves that it's really time for inters. And that's another one coming into the pits. That is Ivo, I think. Butcher Rabbit gets a 3-second time penalty. Jaden spun turn 2. Ivo is retired in the pit lane. He's retired, in the pit lane. So that is the first DNF of the race. And Jaden gets another 10-second time penalty. Wow, this game really does not like him tonight. That is so unfortunate from the Alfa Romeo. And Swaytac is getting pretty close to JD now. Tony, after that pit stop, is down to 12th, so he's lost 10 positions, I think, just because of that pit stop and the spin. He may have came out ahead of a lot more people if he didn't have that spin. But I'm not sure, honestly. As that's another, I think that's just JD again. Let's look at position changes. Currently with the most is RK and Tony. And that's Skeef and Casper having a little bit of a ding-dong battle. Casper on the back of the Alpine. Of course, not going to have DRS. Casper, is he thinking about going down the inside? He doesn't. He thinks better of it. See what happens. Skeef looks like he lost the rear a little bit there. As Tony and Dougie, I think Dougie may have spun. Final corner, I'm not sure though. Casper really on the back of Skeef here. Skeef looks like he lost the rear a little bit coming out of turn 16. Is he going to be close to making a move? No. I think Skeef has got that better straight line speed. He's got more DRS than Casper. Casper obviously having that better downforce. Must have known it was raining. Let's see. Oh, they touch! They touch a little bit. That's really... Hopefully Casper hasn't got damage from that. He hasn't. But they touch. And Skeef has got a bit deep. Casper trying to go down the inside. Has he got the move? Down the inside still. Still making a bit more contact. Skeef stays ahead for now. Casper's still trying to think of that move. Is he close enough to make a move? No, he's not. Anyone else having a bit of a battle? No, I think not. We'll stick with Casper and Skeef for now. And Butcher Rabbit making a bit of a mistake. Same with Skeef as well. Casper trying to go down the inside. Skeef leaves no room there. That's really quite dangerous from the Alpine. Skeef now using his ERS. You can see what effect that has. Gap builds to 4/10, but Casper still closing. Under braking, coming through the right-hander. Casper trying to go around the outside. Hasn't got the speed to do it. Casper trying to go down the inside now. Will he have the move done? Skeef fighting back. Accidentally pressed the wrong button. And he's still wheel banging here. This is a really great battle. I'm just hoping that that contact, if they cause more contact, they might lead to them taking themselves out, but I'm not sure. But what a brilliant battle these two are displaying. Excuse me. As now we go back with Casper and Skeef. Casper still trying to make a move. And that's Jaden that spun again. Was there another person spun or was it just Jaden? No, it was butchered as well. Let's stick with Casper and Skeef. Casper. Has he got enough? Will he try and go down the inside? No, he's not close enough again. Let's see. Casper trying to go for a little bit of a switcheroo here. Down the inside, hasn't got enough traction out the corner. Excuse me again. We'll stick on board. But there's other moves happening as well. And still the milk just got a 3-second time penalty, I believe. These two still battling, wow. And Jaden gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Is he gonna retire? Yes, he is. Jaden out of the session. Both alphas, fortunately, it's not their day today. Both out of the race. But let's go on board with Bazooka, as he's made a bit of a mistake. That's allowed RK to get close, and Tony has just made a move on Stolen Milk. Nicely done from the AlphaTauri. RK really close now to the AlphaTauri, gets a little bit squirmy out of the corner. And Butcher Rabbit, 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's also retired from the session, from the race, and he's instantly left the session. Really unfortunate race. I think that was his first race here as well. And Benja has spun, he's got no front wing. He's spun to the wall, got no front wing. He's going to have to pit and get that repaired. And is there a virtual safety car? I think there is, because there's a little bit of a traffic jam down there. As Benja is coming into the pits for obvious reasons. He's got no front wing. Gonna have to get new. He'll have a tyre advantage at least. That's something to take from it. He'll have a tyre advantage. Oh, something in my eye. Sorry, guys. As Georgie gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. Joe getting really close to Dan here. Cowman just overtaken the Aston Martin, sorry. I was going to say Aston Martin, which is interesting, which is a mix of Alpine and Aston Martin. It's quite interesting. Bazooka still trying to make a move on Dan, but RK is also close, and same with Valsa. Valsa's quite close in this battle as well. And George has been disqualified again. Got disqualified in quali and has now been disqualified from the race. What has happened there? I have no idea. But let's see, is Bazooka close enough to make a move on the Ferrari? No, he's not. Gets close in the corners though, but RK also quite close in the corner. Bazooka almost drifting out wide there. He did drift a bit wide, but he didn't go the full length off track, if you know what I mean. I think Leo's trying to make a move on Dougie now. Leo trying to go down the inside, gets it, loses the rear end a little bit. Leo getting really close to the rear of that Ferrari. Coming through this tricky left-right chicane, I guess. It's not really a chicane though, it's just a tricky corner. And I see Leo still on the back of the Ferrari, using ERS, trying to go around the outside, but Dougie nicely defends it. And now Leo switches to the inside. Will he have a better run Then the Ferrari going round the outside of Dougie. Leo, has he got the move? Still side by side, coming through turn 13 and turn 14. Leo almost spins, has to get off the throttle and brake. And he's still close, despite that mistake, he's still quite close to Dougie. So will he use his ERS trying to close up? They've got around the same amount of ERS. And Leo isn't close enough to make the move. But let's see this battle again. It's basically a battle for the top 4. For 4th even. And Tony and Hedgehog are quite close as well now. The AlphaTauri trying to make a move on Hedgehog. Obviously, Tony has the edge for better tyres. And that is Swiatek! Swiatek is out of the race. He's crashed, he's spun on the exit of turn 16, and that is a virtual... No, that's just a safety car. It's a safety car. Lap 17 out of 33, or now 18 out of 33. Safety car comes out because of an unfortunate crash that's happened for Swiatek. Current championship leader is out of the Spanish Grand Prix. That is really unlucky for the Red Bull. That would be a bit of a blow to their championship as well. Oh my god, man. As you can tell, my voice is starting to go a little bit. But yeah. Excuse me again. But wow, interesting race as Bazooka Joe and RK coming into the pit lane, maybe trying to get fresh rubber, trying to get fresh tires for the safety car restart. Stolen Milk also thinking the same thing, getting new tires. Of course, Milk has been on the tires the longest, so he'll definitely be looking for some fresh rubber. But yeah, we have 5 DNFs this race. Of course, Spain, or Pain, the Painish Grand Prix, the Panish Grand Prix, whatever you want to call it. The Pain Spain Grand Prix. Collecting 5 people so far this race. It's a really unlucky race because one of them drivers is Swiatek and he's currently leading the championship. I think Red Bull are leading the championship as well, but oh no, it's McLaren that's leading the championship, sorry, my mistake. But yeah, that's going to be really unfortunate from the Swede. I think he's Swedish. I'm pretty certain he's Swedish. Oh my god, yawning like mad. I'm tired. I got home from college, but... Oh, my voice again. My voice is going. Rising Phoenix Racing League, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, bro? Like, my voice always seems to go when I do a race here. Not when I do a race, when I commentate on the race here. There we go. But yeah. Of course, Bazooka Joe will have tire advantage compared to the guys on 11 lap old intermediates and 1 lap old intermediates. But yeah. This closes the field a little bit. They're all kind of separated. Of course, Swordman was happily leading out in front by, I think it was over 10 seconds. And yeah. Will this change the grid order at all? I guess we'll see. But I don't know who to vote driver of the day. I'm kind of tempted to just put it down to a vote between the drivers themselves instead of having to put it on me. Because it's like, don't get me wrong, I kind of like picking driver of the day. But yeah. I'm kind of tempted just to put it between okay, you can just vote for whoever. Vote for who you think deserves it, kind of thing. But yeah, just waiting for Caraman now to round out the top 15. Caraman not having the best of races. He's usually up there fighting for top 10, maybe even top 5. Yeah, top 7 maybe. But yeah, he's usually up there fighting for top 7 or top 10. Good midfield driver, but yeah, quite a tricky race for him so far, I think. Of course, he got damage. He had to drive a whole lap without a front wing, which is really unfortunate, but yeah. I'll probably, because obviously, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm going to be quitting racing at the end of this game. And maybe focusing on commentary, just commentary in general, for F1 anyway. Just going to be retiring from esports and F1 and league racing. I'm going to be maybe focusing just on commentary. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. I definitely won't be racing though. That's a fact, because I'm just getting bored of it. Like a lot of, it's just the same race mainly every week. It's just a DNF or a top 15, bottom of the field kind of thing. As now, enough rambling about me. Safety car restart. Swordman waiting until the final corner, and then pedal to the metal, or whatever, however it goes. Caraman already up a position. Hedgehog up to 5th. RK trying to go down the inside, hasn't got the move. Bazooka going around the outside. Tony also making a move, and now Valsa up to 3rd, overtaking Dan. RK losing a couple positions off the start. I think Stolen Milk got a couple of positions up as well. Same with Skeef trying to go down the inside of Dougie. What a brilliant move from the Alpine. And now we have Leo and Skeef having a little bit of a battle. And same with Hedgehog and Bazooka. Hedgehog going down the inside of Bazooka. Bazooka's got the better run. Around the outside, they're buying wheels a little bit. And Hedgehog, or I wouldn't say Hedgehog forced them off, but Bazooka gets pushed off track. And now we have Tony going down the inside of Dan. Got the move done. Of course, Tony got the newer tires. And who's that spun? That's RK that spun. I think he got spun by either Leo or Stolen Milk. It might have been Stolen Milk since he's also off. Now we have Leo trying to go down the inside of Benja. Got the move done. Swordman still leading from JD, from Valsa, from Hedgehog, from Bazooka, from Tony, from Dan, from Dougie, from Skeef, from Leo, from Benja, from Cowman, from Casper, from RK, from Milk, from Stolen Milk. But Tony, so far, up 12 positions, and Skeef and Dougie having a little bit of a battle for turn 1 and 2. Dougie going down the inside of Skeef, I'm pretty sure. Skeef now trying to go around the outside of Dougie. Still trying to go around the outside. Will he have the move? I think they touch a little bit. But Dougie's got the move. And Bazooka trying to go around the outside of Hedgehog now. Has Hedgehog got the better exit? No, he's not. Bazooka's got the better exit. And Bazooka back up to 4th. Leo now making a move on Skeef. Skeef might have made a bit of a mistake there. But I don't know because I didn't catch it. I didn't see what happened. And now JD is on the back of Swordman. Swordman may be making a bit of a mistake. Or maybe his tires are just starting to go off. I'm not 100% sure. But Tony up 12 positions, I'm pretty sure. Doing really good so far. Started from 18th, now up to 6th. Really brilliant result from him again. Really brilliant race so far for him again. This could be another good decent result for him and AlphaTauri. And now Dougie has spun. And Cowman has tried to go into the pit lane, I'm pretty sure, and Stolen Milk gets a bit distracted and has gone a little bit wide. And now Skeef and Leo trying to make a move. Leo tried to avoid Skeef there. And Casper, I think Casper and Benja hit. Benja going a bit wide. I think Casper hit him. Has Casper got damage? I can't see. No, he's not. And now Bazooka Joe is up to 3rd, fighting Valsa. Valsa trying to go around the outside, and they've touched. Valsa and Bazooka spinning off. And I think Hedgehog was there as well, because he's now down to 11th. I don't know who's at fault, but I think Valsa maybe should have backed off. Or I think... Who was he involved in? Or Bazooka maybe should have left a tiny bit more room. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to put blame on anyone. I'm going to let them sort it out between themselves. JD still really quite close to thingy. And now Hedgehog's coming into the pit lane to Swordman. And Hedgehog coming into the pit lane. Gonna get a new front wing and new pair of tires. But a new set of tires, sorry. Now RK, I think he's just overtaken Benja. I'm not sure what the closest battle is, but I think it's JD and Swordman. We'll stick on board with these two. 8 laps left to go in this Spanish Grand Prix. Who do you think is going to win it? Put it down in the comments. And Stolen Milk So, excuse me, stolen milk into the back of Bazooka. Bazooka out of the Grand Prix and there's a safety car. Bazooka out of the Spanish Grand Prix, stolen milk hitting the rear of Bazooka. I think stolen milk just made a bit of a mistake there. Went a little bit too deep. And that has caused Bazooka Joe to retire from the Spanish Grand Prix. That is really unfortunate and just went downhill after he had the contact with Valsa. Commiserations to the AlphaTauri. And yeah, just really unfortunate there. And that is Dougie coming into the pit lane. I think he's going to get a fresh set of tyres again. But Tony has got the biggest advantage in my opinion. In third, got 8 lap old tyres, but don't count out Leo, Skeef, Casper, RK. They're going to be in this fight for a top 5, maybe even a podium if they're lucky. But we'll just see what happens in after the safety car. This has been a hectic Grand Prix so far, and Dougie has now gotten a time penalty under a safety car, making a bit of a spin as well. Hedgehog has now overtaken him. Really unlucky for the Ferrari driver. Has he got damage? Is all I'm worried about. Has he got damage on that Ferrari? I can't tell at all. No, he's not. He's not got damage. Fortunately, he's not got damage. But the Valsa, of course, 0 lap old tyres. Dougie as well, 0 lap old tyres. Hedgehog, almost getting a bit got a bit squirrely out of turn 16 there. Code brown maybe for Hedgehog. And Dougie has came in again. That's interesting. I don't see why he's came in again, because he didn't need to pit for a new front wing. And Bazooka Joe has now left the session. Of course, he is out of the race. So that's his end, obviously. But that's really unfortunate from the AlphaTauri. We'll be hoping for a better result next week. But the safety car maybe, I think it should come in at the end of this lap or maybe next lap. We'll see if Dougie's caught up. I think it's going to come in at the end of next lap. Although this safety car is a bit boring, it gives me a bit of a chance to relax my voice, which is quite helpful. Hedgehog going a bit slowly there. Needs to catch up to Valsa a little bit. Of course, I don't know if Hedgehog was involved at all with Valsa and Bazooka Joe, but it is a possibility, but I'm not 100% sure. I just seen that Hedgehog also dropped down, like, was dropping down the grid, dropping positions, along with Valsa and, was it Caravan? No, it was Bazooka, sorry. So, but the safety car should come in at the end of this lap, hopefully. As the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, just as I predicted. And we'll see what Swordman does this time. Last time, he waited until the final corner and then put his foot to the floor. We'll see what he does this time. I think he's going to do the exact same thing. But don't quote me on that. Just a prediction. We'll see. Coming out of turn 15. Has he gone now? He's gone now. The McLaren has bolted. Dan not getting the best of starts. And that is Cowman not getting the best of starts either. Already down to 14th. Really unfortunate there. And we'll go on board with Skeef and Leo. Skeef, I think, lost a position to Leo. Leo up to 5th. Let's see. Stolen Milk and Dougie close enough to make a move? No, I don't think so. Who's that spun? That's Casper and Skeef. Maybe they made a bit of contact, I'm not 100% sure. Dougie has to take avoiding action. And he's almost hit Casper as well. Or Skeef even, sorry. Let's go on board with Leo and Dan. Leo going down the inside, got the move on Dan, making them new tyres to use. But let's see Casper trying to go down the inside. Stolen Milk, not close enough to make a move. Will make the move there though, and they've made contact. Milk round. That's really unfortunate for the Williams. And let's see Casper and Dougie. Casper trying to go around the outside of Dougie. Casper's got the move done. Fair play. Really nice move from him there. But let's see these three. Top three separated by under a second. Tony has got a lot of ERS, though they should all have a lot of ERS, because they just their safety car just came in like a lap ago. But yeah, Valsa right on the back of Benja. The two Hasses having a brilliant race here so far, 6th and 7th. Valsa now trying to go down the inside. Let's see, will it happen? Valsa down the inside of Benja. Benja tries to do the switcheroo. Has he got it to work? And that's Tony! Tony has spun. Has he got damage? Is what I'm trying to check. Game, please. Let's Carman through as well. Yes, he's got damage. That is really unfortunate for Tony. Tony was having such a brilliant race as well. And now he's down to 14th. And now Leo is on the back of JD. Leo is at a brilliant restart. I think he's made up like 4 positions after that restart, maybe even 3. I think it was 3 actually. I think it was 3 actually. That rhymed. I don't mean for that to rhyme. But anyway. Out of the 3, Leo has the least amount of energy. I meant for that to rhyme that time. But anyway. I'll stop with the rhymes. Maybe. But anyway. Leo trying to make a move on JD. That's his favourite overtaking spot, Leo. And he's at the back of JD. That's Leo's favourite overtaking spot, though. Trying to go down the inside after the right-hander. And then the other right-hander. But anyway. Now we have JD on the back of Swordman. Trying to think about a move. Isn't close enough, though. RK really close to Dan as well. Will he try and make a move soon? I have no idea. We'll go back on board with JD as we're going on to lap 32, the penultimate lap of this race. I think it's going to be a flat out battle until the end. As now Leo is right on the back of JD. All using their ERS, I think. Yes, they are. JD getting closer, closer. Thinks about the move, isn't close enough though. And now Leo is getting closer on the braking. And RK has got the move for 4th. Overtaking Dan. Really nicely done. And now Valsa's trying to go around the outside of Dan. Doesn't have the speed to switch it back though. And now Leo trying to go down the inside of JD. As I said, that's his favourite overtaking spot. Now try to go down the inside, JD, and they've touched a little bit. Who's got the move? We'll go on board with JD. JD trying to stick it down the inside, and JD has to back off because of a little bit of a half spin, and that brings Leo up to 2nd. Leo trying to fight for his first wing here in a Rising Phoenix League, and JD loses it a little bit there. Excuse me. But let's stick on board with Leo, as now we go on to the final lap. On the final turn, Leo getting really close to Swordman now. Foot to the floor. Anyone close to move in the background though. Skeef trying to go down the inside of Benja. Got the move done, but Benja's trying to go for a switchback and gets stuck. Gets caught on the curbs, and that brings Skeef up to 8th. Go back on board with Leo. You see Leo right on the back of Swordman, getting really close, gets a really good exit there. Still really close, almost touching. Let's see Leo, will he get a good exit out of here? Swordman using all of his ERS, if Leo thinks about the move to the inside. As Skeef is just overtaking Hedgehog, but I'm focusing on Leo and Swordman. Coming through turn 13. Leo almost touches Swordman. Leo, will he be close enough? Will it be a drag race to the line? Oh, it's really close here. Swordman gets the win though. Leo in 2nd, JD 3rd. Really brilliant battle there, guys, until the end. Top-notch battle. RK 4th. Really good result for Haas there. 5th in with Dan. 6th Valsa. 7th Skeef. 8th Hedgehog Benja. 9th Casper. 10th Dougie. And 11th Caraman. 12th Stolen Milk. And 13th. And Tony, who could have got a podium, ends up in 14th. Still makes up positions though, compared to where he started. That's a really unfortunate race from Tony though. Swordman wins it in Spain though. Really close battle until the end there for Leo and Swordman. That was really fun to watch. Arcade gets driver of the day. I'm gonna let the drivers fight it out for driver of the day. Because I honestly don't know who to give it to. I never do. Unless it's like a pure dominance display. Or it's just like a really good drive. Maybe I'll last the first. But anyway, Swordman wins it in Spain. Really good result. But almost didn't win it. Leo, really close there to winning it. It was under a 10th across the line, but Swordman gets it in the end. Really good drive for Leo though to get onto the podium. That's why I'll run you through the grid order after the race. We have Swordman who wins it. Second with Leo, JD third, RK fourth, Dan fifth, Falsa sixth, Skeef seventh, 8th Hedgehog 9th, Benja 10th, Casper 11th with Dougie, 12th Cowman, 13th Stolen Milk, and 14th Tony. DNFs with Bazooka, Swaytek, Georgie, Butcher Rabbit, Jaden, and Ivo. Right. This is the end of the stream. Join us next week where we will be in Bahrain for round 9. But I will see you guys next week. Hopefully, anyway, I'll see you guys next week. And yeah. Goodbye from me, IRT Glowstick, and I will see you guys next week.